So the Marvel TV shows have started to drop. We watch Wandavision. Let's talk about that. So we did see hey, this is Tom Tech Show, and we did see the other day that WandaVision has dropped 2 episodes. I think there's going to be 9 if I watched, looked at IMDb and saw the listings. There were 9 episodes that are slotted to be released, so we have 2 of them already. The first one was done in complete parody and of the Dick Van Dyke Show. I don't know if you've watched the Dick Van Dyke Show from way back in the 50s or something like that, 60s maybe, and it was very much, the set was the same or extremely similar. Had the often in the Dick Van Dyke Show, when Dick Van Dyke would walk in, some of the intros, he would like trip over the little ottoman stool that was sitting there, and then later he would skirt around it. Well, here they had Vision just go through it like he can go through walls and stuff. He just kind of flowed right through, the ottoman there. Very fun, very quirky, very paying homage to that. A lot of different things that were going on, but also it was a little bit of Bewitched-ish kind of thing, which was the second episode, which ended up being the intro was Bewitched. The house inside changed to kind of the Bewitched kind of layout and stuff. And they went through different things, like, dealing with the first episode, dealing with, Vision's boss at work and what was this date that they had and stuff. It was very funny. And really, they really played very well as the characters and stuff, and they brought in some extra over-the-top characters, doing it really, really much like the 60s, over-the-top, kind of funny, dramatic, stuff from that time of those 2 shows. There was a logo that, as they peeled back from the scenes in the first episode, it gets done and they move back, and then you see a TV screen, and you move back, and then you see a book something lay on the table there, and it looks like it has a little circle with a sword in the middle of it. So I don't know if that's the sword division thing, which is, I think it's sentient. What did I look up? Sentient World Observation Response Department. Yes, they do love their acronyms. So I don't know if that's what that is. According to an article, it was created by Joss Whedon and John Cassidy in a 2004 comic. So we'll see what that is and how that comes about. You get that little tiny hint of it in the first episode, that it's got something going on in behind the scenes. So they're in this early 60s TV world, in black and white, and something outside, seems to be controlling it a little bit. And then in the second episode, there's a helicopter, a toy helicopter that lands in the hedge in the front of the house, and it's in color, where the rest of it is in black and white. And Wanda picks it up and looks at it, and it has that sword logo on the front of the helicopter. So like someone was watching them and the helicopter crashed. They lost control of it. It's like a drone helicopter. They lost control of it and it crashed there, and something's going on there. So, but the rest of it was pretty funny. I mean, the other interjecting parts of the show. Oh my gosh, when Vision goes into a library for a neighborhood watch meeting, which is not really actually a neighborhood watch meeting. It ends up being just a session for the men to complain about wives and neighborhoods and people and everything else. And they give him gum, and he gets gum in his system, and it clogs up his works and stuff inside, and then it makes him act kind of drunk. So then he has to go. They were going to do this magic show, and that becomes just comedy of errors, just continually. So it was really funny. It was really good. there was one part where, so after Wanda sees the helicopter that's in color, then Wanda's at this meeting for, that's doing the setup for this charity show that they do, the magic show later on. And the one woman there cuts her hand and she starts to bleed, and the blood is red and in color. So it's like certain things are starting to flow through in color, like it's starting to break through in color. And it's, kind of like, okay, something's trying to come through, and everything that's coming through, like the helicopter was red, and the blood, of course, is red, and kind of saying like red is going to be trying to break through somehow. And so once we get to the end of the episode, and they hear noise, whatever, and they walk outside, and they see out of the ground, from underneath a manhole cover moves aside, and a beekeeper guy in a bee suit with bees flying all over him, and everything comes out of the ground, and Wanda says, no, I don't think so, I don't want this. And then it rewinds back to when they're in the house, and they find out, of course, through the end of it, they find out somehow in this scenario that Wanda's pregnant. I don't know how Vision can get Wanda pregnant, but maybe we'll find out about that too. But she's able to rewind it. And once she rewinds the scene, then everything starts to turn color. So color starts showing, Vision's face becomes colorful, a sweater shows up, and then it pans around the rest of the house and stuff, and everything gets colorized. The odd thing, I thought that Wanda was wearing, what looked to me in black and white, she was wearing blue. She was actually wearing a dark red, so that kind of threw me off. His sweater, I think, was still yellow and green and odd colors and whatever in the thing, but it was fun. They were very fun. I'm hoping that it continues. It just, I don't know where we're going to go now that we're in color. So we'll have to see when the next 2 episodes drop. They're only, the first one's 30 minutes. The second one's 37 minutes. I could definitely tell the second one was a little bit longer. But it was funny. It was really good comedy. And you really got to, you're really thinking about what's going on behind the scenes and what's happening and stuff. So we'll see how that ends up as the episodes go on. So it was very cool. Very cool. WandaVision is here. I know my Mrs. Tech show is really waiting actually for the Loki show, which I don't know. That's still a little ways off. So we'll see how that goes. Those will probably be hour episodes because it seems like more of a procedural, maybe crime drama kind of show. I don't know. So, but this is very fun. I may watch them over again just because they're fun and they're 30 minutes and just quirky to go over and stuff, and just have some new good nice Marvel stuff that's that's kind of off the beat, that's kind of isn't all about whatever villain they're trying to get. This is something's going on behind the scenes, but we don't know whether it's going to be a big villain or not a big villain or whatever, but they were fun. All right. Here we go. Thanks for watching. If you saw WandaVision, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. And take care of yourself. All right. See ya.